All right, what's up, guys? I'm here with my daughter, Kaydence. Thank you for being on here. She's 8, and unfortunately, there's some really bad statistics coming out where children this age aren't going to live as long as their parents. We're actually going to outlive our children. 1 out of 3 kids by the age of 20 are going to have diabetes due to bad diet, lack of exercise. It's quite scary. And then all these podcasts I'm doing, all this information, trying to be good role models, trying to influence kids at an early age. I just want to have a little chat with her. This is not rehearsed. This is not like, I haven't prepared her for this. We're just going to have a free conversation about health, what she knows, what she doesn't know. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So why do you think it's important to be healthy?
So you don't die?
Yeah, you don't die, but like...
You get sick?
Don't get sick, you don't die. Why else do you think it's important to be healthy?
So you don't get like overweight? Too?
Yeah, so not getting overweight. Why do you think it's bad to be overweight?
Because if you're overweight, you ate like unhealthy food. Yeah,
exactly right. So to get overweight, you gotta eat unhealthy food. You don't get overweight by eating healthy food, do you? No. And then what do you think is important? What do you classify as healthy food?
Like vegetables.
Yep.
Like steak.
Yep. What else would you say healthy food is? Like, is chocolate, candy healthy?
No.
No. Why isn't that healthy?
Because it has lots of sugar in it.
It does, doesn't it? And is sugar good for you or sugar bad for you?
Bad.
Why is sugar bad? Why is sugar bad for you? Why do I try to control how much sugar you have?
So you don't get like overweight?
Yeah, basically like excess sugar is going to cause you to be overweight, right? Which leads back to everything you were just saying. And what's so important is monkey see, monkey do. And why do you kind of know these things that you know? Did you read books? Did you learn yourself? Or is it watching what your parents do?
Actually, kind of like all.
Bit of everything.
Yeah.
But it's kind of watching your parents. It's watching what I do, what I don't do, kind of helps influence what you know, isn't it?
Yep.
So I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but do you see me drinking soda very often, if ever?
No.
No. So if you saw me drinking soda and I told you can't have soda, how would that kind of make you feel?
I don't know.
Would you want to? You'd kind of feel. Would that make you feel kind of funny? Like, hey, if Dad can have soda, wouldn't I want soda? Would that make you kind of want it more?
Yeah.
And if I'm drinking soda, I'm telling you can't have it. That doesn't really seem fair, does it?
No.
Yeah. And then are we going to, once you've been here for 3 months, when did we go to McDonald's last?
No.
We didn't, did we? But if I was taking McDonald's every day, you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad.
Yeah. So I cannot stress how important it is to be that good role model and to lead by example. What's the number one thing I tell you to have more of every day?
Like vegetables.
No, think about it. What's the number one thing that you don't have enough of? And I'm always preaching at you to have more of it. And you may drink it. Water. I'm always telling you to have more water, aren't I? Because sometimes you'll get headaches for not drinking enough water, or you always go for you always want juice or something different. But like water is key. Hydration is key. Mm-hmm. Hydration is the number one thing.
Yeah, because you can have food for without a month, but you can't have water without 5 days.
For 3 days, remember? See, that's amazing. I've told you that maybe once or twice and you've remembered that. Yep. So you can go without food for 1 to 2 months, but water 2 to 3 days. Water is everything when it comes to your health. All right, I got a trick question for you. You see a food and it's got writing on the back, it's got the ingredients. How do you know whether it's good for you or bad for you? What's the first thing you look for?
If it has sugar in it.
Which is like, where do you go to look for the sugar?
The like first one.
Yeah, in the ingredients, right?
Mhm.
So guys, if you're looking at food and you're trying to figure out whether it's healthy or bad for you, go to the ingredients. The first ingredient listed is what is the majority of the food in that product. And if it's sugar, like you just said, is it good or bad?
Bad.
It's bad. Should you have it every day, or should you have it every now and then?
Every now and then.
In moderation, right? So I'm definitely not saying you can't have it. I'm definitely not saying your children can't have it. But what I am saying is you need to have it in a controlled environment as a reward, as a bonus. Do we have ice cream every day?
No.
But we do have it, right?
Yeah.
And then when you do have it, you probably appreciate it more because you don't have it very often. CJ's being our favorite one in town, right?
Yeah.
Go to the CJ's.
Yeah.
We love our CJ's. What else can I ask you? Why do you think it's important to be active, exercise, play sports?
So you don't like get cramps.
Yeah, it's good because it keeps your blood moving, stops you like stiffening up, getting cramps.
Then you always have to like your leg would fall asleep.
Yeah, you can also get that. A lot of people suffer from that. Why else do you think it's important that you should be active? There's no right or wrong answer. Think about this. If you don't use it, you lose it. So if you're not active, you're not moving around, then when you actually have to be active or move around, it's going to be a lot harder for you. So being active, playing sports, running around is going to make your day-to-day activities a lot easier. It's going to make when you go to work or school a lot easier. If you just sit around and play video games all day, you're going to get good at playing video games, but you're not going to get healthier. So it's important to get out, get vitamin D being outside, be active, be social, and then that keeps the weight off, that encourages you to eat better. What can you tell me about health or food? What have you kind of learnt without just by watching and what do you got for me?
I'm just looking around.
All right. Why don't we? So we know that we need to exercise. We know we need to do that. We know we need to eat pretty well. And I just knowing that, and that thing, like knowing how to read ingredients, right? If you like, I didn't learn this until I was probably 25. The number one thing, knowing how to read the back of a label on an ingredient, is something that you now know what to do at 8, and you'll know that for the rest of your life. So when you're 42 like me, and you're like, hey, is this good for me? Is this bad for me? What do?
You can read the ingredients.
You're reading the ingredients, and then what are you looking for? You're looking for good foods or bad foods? Yeah. And a good tip for reading ingredients, if you can't pronounce the word or you can't read the word, it's probably not a good thing for you.
Yeah.
So if you're reading tuna and it says tuna, that's good. You're good to go. If you're reading tuna and it's got a whole bunch of different words that you've never heard of, you can't read, it's got different diet, whatever it is, should you have it or shouldn't you have it?
You shouldn't.
Shouldn't have it, right?
Or you could ask like someone to help you to see and like see if they know what it is.
And they probably don't know either.
Yeah.
And the only people really know are the chemists and the companies like throwing in all these extra fillers and things to get you to eat more of it.
Yeah.
What do you think sugar is in most things? What's your thoughts on that? Like why do companies, why do people put sugar in food? It doesn't need to be in food.
To make it taste better.
Exactly.
And make people want more of it.
Make people want more of it, right? Because when it tastes better, you want more of it. And sugar do you know what addictive means?
No.
Addictive is like when you're addicted to something, when you got to have something on a consistent basis. So people can be addicted to coffee, people can be addicted to cigarettes, people can be addicted to exercise, but it's when someone needs to do something every day. So sugar is very addictive, which makes you want it and crave it. You know what crave it means, right? Like, craving is like when you desire something, when you want more of it, when you can never have enough of it. So sugar is addictive and it creates cravings, which makes you want more of it, which therefore makes you get unhealthy and put on extra weight.
I'm thirsty.
What's that?
I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty now? So you need more water.
Yep.
All right, guys, so that's kind of it. So just remember, like, you are the biggest influence on your children's life. What you see, what you do is what they see. You need to lead by examples. You don't need to walk around like with six-pack, but one thing I do know is you will not get an overweight child without an overweight parent or parents. So you got to step up. You got to realize that you are going to dictate your child's health, your child's success. You're setting your kids up to succeed, and health is your wealth. Doesn't matter how much money you make, doesn't matter what you do for a job. If you're not healthy, your children aren't healthy, you really don't have a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you, Kaydence.
Yep.
It's a pleasure. I hope to have you back on soon.
Huh?
I hope to have you back on here soon.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.